Perfect. Hmm.
I know you're all frightened at the moment.
They are frightened to death. Crazy evil.
There we go. Thanks, Ines. I needed to see how that that chat function was going to work, and that's awesome. Although, there we go. I have my phone and my tablet live streaming, so there's a major echo. Patrick. Um, thanks, Butter. Am I doing feedback? Let me Let me test this. Let me get out of it on my phone. How is it now? Is this better now? Can you hear me a lot clearer? Okay, perfect. So this is just, I'm just pretty much testing this. I got a new function on YouTube. YouTube is now letting me stream on the fly. YouTube wasn't letting me stream on the fly, but since I got over 1,000 subscribers, I can now live stream directly from my tablet or cell phone, which is really cool. Because I got this tablet and it does an amazing job at recording sound. But having live chat show up on the video feed means it's right for trolling. Very true. Yeah, because what it's doing on my tablet, hey Wilson, is it's the chat bubbles show up and then they slowly disappear because my entire screen is Star Trek Fleet Command. And so I kind of wish it like maintained it. So I kind of want to test it out on my phone. I think my phone's going to do the same thing, but I at least want to check it out and see how that's going to work. Man, I haven't been on this account in hey Jonathan in a long time for me. Kind of want to play with that and see. Okay. Do you just let me like let's see. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay. So this is good. This is actually doing pretty good. I actually I was gonna try to do some live streaming and I'm just playing around with it, so I don't think I'm actually. No, I can't say anything in your chat. Are you guys having problem with the chat feature for the stream? Because I see chat coming through here. Ines, you cannot have my dilithium. That would make sense, Jonathan. The funny thing is once it disappears, I can't pull up and see what people are writing. There we go. Until the next person says something. Oh. Patrick, it is let's just take a look at it. Manage and let's take a look at the upgrades. Yeah, it's gas, ore, and rare plutonium. It's ridiculous what they did with the ship. They should have gotten rid of the at least one of the uncommon or rare requirements and swapped it with plutonium, because it makes no sense. It does exactly the same thing, but it actually costs an additional resource. So there's really no point to these hijacked ships unless you can't get one and you really, really want it. I still don't think it's worth it. I was just having a conversation today about these 26 ships, and honestly, at this stage in the game, I think Scopely is going to be pushing free-to-play players up to level 28 and level 30 because they're going to want the whales to spend to Dark Space, to G4, to the G4 ships, which would mean the free-to-play players will easily get a Saladin. probably for free, which would make no sense for these ships anymore. Oh, I didn't realize that. It's probably a good idea because you really don't want a hijack ship. And I want to be able to see my chat. Why can't I do it? Ugh, that's a little annoying, to say the least. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe this isn't meant for me to really see that all that much, but no, I've been planning on doing a new updated officer video because of thanks to Gregor, he's been helping me figure out a lot of stuff when it comes to the ship. When it comes to the ship and really paying attention to the bonuses on the far right side and understanding their importance, because if you see the attack bonus at 90% and then 100%, there's about a 15% jump in attack, and that's for each stat group. And so that is so incredibly important why you really want to play around with it. As you can tell, I have Nero on the bottom, I have Barot, I have Stone, I have Chang. It's a really weird setup, but it works really well for me to maximize my crew stats. Damn it. Let me just move that over here. So I definitely wanted to do a video on this because we were talking last night, and some players, they were so concerned about their total strength, and total strength doesn't really mean anything if the crew you have on your bridge and below decks doesn't do anything to increase the strengths of the ship you're in. So I'm definitely going to be doing one on that. Let's see. But yeah, so definitely want to do one on the crew. It's amazing how many things have changed. And I'm posting videos on the changes that I see as I grow into that second account. It's pretty awesome, the changes that they're doing for free, the higher levels. So the only thing I don't like about this is I can't consistently find your guys' chat. Oh, I just found it. Okay, now why can't I scroll through it? Jonathan, even if you get a free 26 ship, it's really not even worth the resources. That's the sad thing. Even the hijacked version, and then it kind of goes for all three of them. They're great, but I think that we're gonna get to the Enterprise, we're gonna get to the D4, and we're gonna get to the Augur a lot sooner than we think. Um, and I think that's kind of where the game is going, is the people that spend some money, not a whole lot, are going to be able to get those ships. The free to play players are definitely going to be getting to the Saladin, the Centurion, and the Bortus, and then the whales will be in G4. And so that will definitely be a different dynamic as well, because like on our server, we're fighting over nodes and whatnot. But I'm gonna call out Vilson here, and Vilson has definitely invested in the game. His Saladin is ridiculous. But let's say Vilson decides to go for G4, he's not going to be really interested in G3 anymore. So they're definitely gonna be having people on different parts of the game. So I'm sitting at 20 seconds up. Patrick, that's a good idea. I would still recommend, slowly increasing, but I wouldn't recommend just sitting and just stocking uncommons. I think it'll come with time. I think what happens is people get too impatient and they upgrade ships they shouldn't be upgrading, because those ships won't last very long for them. Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be a big push for those ships, and it's good for the free to play players to finally get those ships for free. Like being a spender who bought the Saladin and the Centurion, and I earned a Voclus. Um, don't have a Klingon ship. I'm like a third of the way to the Bortus because it's like I only have like 34, 35 blueprints. I think it's good that you guys would be getting those ships for free. Yeah, the Kumari, it's really depends on the stage of the game you're in right now, whether to invest in it because I think the Legionnaire is a great battleship as well. And so a lot of people are like, I'm building the Kumari, but I'm not investing in it. I'm going to be buying a Legionary. And that's something you could do. But what I would say is like if you're buying those blueprints, I wouldn't do that. If you're earning them for free, then definitely go for it. Um, but don't spend faction credits on it. I would definitely wait for the Saladin Centurion or Bortus because I think they're great ships. Um, yeah, Patrick, my Legionary, it's don't get me wrong, I like it. It's a fun ship. Um, but I don't really use it anymore. That's the thing about it. It's got a huge hull, but it took it wants all rare. And I'm like, no. And I just spent 50 rare ore to upgrade my ops to 31. Um, and so for me, this is probably the end of the road for the Legionary. I probably won't be doing too much more with it. I believe is it Warp 40? Yeah, Warp 40. Um, so it was a fun ship, but I think it's time to push forward because if you take a look at my items, you can definitely tell I have not been upgrading my Legionary. Because I mean, look at all of that uncommon refined ore. I've 2,600 refined because I haven't used it. I've been trying to use it on research or station upgrades, and none of it needs it. Um, and and so I've just been refining it, and I I tend to refine a lot of it. I don't know, like 14 always drops for me on ore for some reason. So that is one reason I want to get the auger. I really want the auger because I have so much uncommon ore. But my question is, does it take uncommon or is it going to require rare? That's going to be the big thing. Because if that's the case, I might want to go for the Intrepid. Because if the Intrepid is going to take a lot of uncommon, I'm good. So that's one thing I have to figure out. Hey, Mike. Well, then that's good. I really want an auger. I think it's a beautiful warship. In fact, let's just take a look at the auger, and maybe I should probably collect some par steel. And I gotta refine some stuff. Let's see. See, now that's a warbird. Looks pretty sweet. Um, well, the Enterprise might be better, but the Augur can. And I think that's so funny that they made the Enterprise, considering there's going to be a tier above it, which I always thought the was going to be the best. Let's see. See, there's 8. I always get screwed on gas ever since that Galaxy Tree came out. I forgot Crystal. Yeah, I was reading about that, Patrick, that they had it as a G4 and then they dropped it. They probably wanted it in the initial content that was released. But I keep hearing rumors of the Borg, the Cardassians, the Ferengi. A lot of people think that's what they're doing, is they're bringing the Ferengi in because of the bank and the marketplace. So yeah, so I'll be curious to kind of see. We really need another true faction to enter the game. I think they may have learned something from the augments, and the Franklin thing is it's okay. Um, I think for me it's more tedious than anything. Um, it we're Okay, Patrick. So here is my little spiel on this, and this is a fan hypothesis. So, the Picard trailer came out, and everyone was like, "There are more factions. They're in the beta, at least. That's cool." So Picard came out, and the trailer was broken down shot by shot. And there's a scene in that trailer of Romulans patrolling. It looks like a factory, and it says there hasn't been an assimilation or assimilation free for so many days. And you see Romulans operating on like dead Borg drones and testing Borg technology. Rose mining ship, and why it looks so different, because it didn't look like a traditional Romulan design, and they said that this ship is going to be part Romulan and part Borg technology. And the ship came into this game. So there's my little tie-in for the Borg. I have big hopes. Yeah, the Narada. Fans claim it's part Borg and part Romulan design. That's why it looks so different. And canon tobacco does talk about that after the destruction of Romulus, the Romulans became so desperate for technology they started experimenting with Borg tech from like destroyed cubes and other debris that they had found. Like, that's funny. But yeah, so guys, I just wanted to test this short because really don't have too much to talk about in this stream. And actually, what I might do, because I'm just being here, is I might go kill some I just got a large beep. I didn't even see the name of that. Wait, where's the PvP section? Back, not going there. Let's see. Let's go to Constina. So, did everyone check out the panel discussion on a Morgan's channel that we all did? I talked a lot about warp. Um, for example, this right here. I know it's only 4 minutes, but like when you're doing a video, you can't really you have to come up with filler to talk about it. And this right here, this is meth. Yeah, he's working on the link right now. I know he got something wrong. So I know he is trying to get it done. Because I guess Anisius, like her alliance, was upset because he's in another alliance. And I'm not sure what happened there. And then Heck, I think the same thing happened to him, but I'm not for sure. It was perfect for me. But then again, I really don't get too concerned with stuff like that. Loba, Mobius, lots of Nova. 4 of 6. Let's see. Oh, there's Tyron, a buddy of mine. I like him a lot. Good guy. There's Near. Oh, me and Shears have the same powered Sally. Although mine's probably a little bit more powerful. Because I do not have Uhura on mine. So with my off setup the way I have it, I can do 3.2-ish bosses. So it's fun. I only have to do a couple of rounds and I'm done with all my points. And I refuse to do the PvP leaderboard because I mean it's just not worth it. Mike, can you rephrase? There we go. Oh no, maybe it's not 2. Maybe it's not. Can you rephrase that question about any guesses when sector relocation we be able? I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, I'll have to double check that. I'm gonna have to check my speeds here, but I'm gonna end this now here, guys, because I'm cutting out and I need to go back and watch this, check the audio, check the video, see what's going on. See, test this out for the first time. I appreciate it. Take care, be kind to one another, and I will talk to you guys later. Let's see. How do I stop this now?